Charges are here in the first criminal case resulting from a multi-year investigation into former President Trump's business dealings. The Trump Organization has now officially been charged in an explosive 15-year tax scheme to defraud the government. The Manhattan DA's office, which has been conducting the investigation along with the New York State Attorney General, has also accused Alan Weisselberg, Trump's long-term chief financial officer, of illegally avoiding taxes on $1.7 million in income. In all, 15 criminal charges were filed against Weisselberg, including grand larceny and falsifying business records. Weisselberg, as well as an attorney for the Trump Organization, have both pleaded not guilty. And today's charges are likely not the end. New York State Attorney General Letitia James called today's indictment an important marker in the, quote, ongoing criminal investigation that still continues. Joining me now to discuss is attorney and founding partner of the Cook Group, Gary Casimir, and former assistant attorney in the Southern District of New York and a Watergate prosecutor, Nick Ackerman. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. I'll go to you first, Mr. Casimir. How big a deal are these charges against Weisselberg and the Trump Organization?
I think in terms of historical, it is monumental in a lot of ways. Here, there is finally tax returns that the district attorney's office has had an opportunity to look at. These charges are methodical. They lay out a scheme that took over 15 years. They involve internal documents that we don't know that seem to suggest that this was a planned out scheme wherein compensation was being hidden. $1.73 million in compensation, which I'm sure the Trump Organization wrote off in their business deductions, which Mr. Weisselberg did not report as compensation. And therefore, there's an issue as to how much the interaction between the Trump Organization and Weisselberg's interaction here will suggest some pressure on him to divulge more information or to assist more in the prosecution of the Trump Organization in general. I think it is a monumental step forward. I am weary a little bit about the overall case here. I think there are issues out there, but because it is a tax case and the paperwork will prove it on its own, a lot here to press against Weisselberg and maybe turn him as a witness.
Mr. Ackerman, I want to go to you on this issue about the pressure. You know, how much of this is just, this is a solid case that we feel like we can prove, which I think what the prosecutor's duty is to bring cases that they think they can actually prove and win. But how much is it also to, you know, twist the screws on Weisselberg to get him to give up information on other people, including possibly the president himself?
Oh, this case was clearly brought to put the screws to Weisselberg. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this is a pretty solid slam dunk case. It's based on documents. There's very little testimony that's needed. I mean, what you really have here is a scheme where there are two sets of books for the Trump Organization. One, there's the books they use to report their taxes. And then there's another set of books that they're using basically to keep track of all of this hidden money and other monies that are paid as compensation to Mr. Weisselberg and others. What's interesting about what the DA's office has done here, by joining Mr. Weisselberg and the corporation, he has really put the two defendants into a box in the sense that the corporation really has no viable defense. The only defense they can possibly raise is that Weisselberg was a rogue employee and he did this on his own. And if they do that, they're going to put Weisselberg in a situation where he's going to feel like the company is dumping all over him and accusing him of doing this by himself, when we all know that was not the situation. This was certainly a Trump coordinated operation. And if he's put into that situation, which the DA's office has now set up, he's going to turn and cooperate. Now, normally, I would think if you just took Weisselberg by himself and you prosecuted him by himself, I don't think there'd be much of a chance that he would cooperate. He's a longtime employee. He's been there for, God, since 1973. When I handled the Nixon tax case, we had 3 people that were involved in the preparation of basically the backdated deed that Nixon used to claim a false deduction on his gift of papers to the United States. There were 3 people that we indicted. Out of those 3 people, only 1 cooperated. So it's not a given just because somebody is indicted that they're going to cooperate or that they're going to be convicted and they'll cooperate. But here's a situation where the government, the DA's office, has set up the corporate defendant against the individual defendant, and the corporate defendant has no way out of this other than to point the finger at Mr. Weisselberg. So that is going to be the interesting play that we ought to be following in the course of this litigation.
Mr. Casimir, let's focus a little bit on the corporation itself. What if the government is successful here and the Trump organization is deemed to be a criminal enterprise? What happens then?
Well, clearly, they are subject to significant fines and penalties. The officers may be subject to criminal penalties, as well as significantly discontinuing the business itself, and the operations of the business is also on the table in certain ways. I'm not suggesting all of those may play. A lot of these cases are resolved against corporations for extensive fines, but we are talking about a different situation here, where there's a lot of other pressure here to find or to be able to crack other cases that they may be looking into. Letitia James, as you indicated earlier, is also consistently indicated that this was a marker that she was going to use to continue her case forward. So I think the Trump organization, and I agree with Ackerman when he says that pitting these two against each other is probably the best thing that that the district attorney did here, because it really creates a pressure point of who's going to turn on who and who's going to save who. I mean, clearly, as Ackerman points out, the paperwork demonstrates that something is wrong here. And here's the CFO. Well, they could say it was the CFO. We had nothing to do with it. It was a rogue guy. But then Weisselberg is going to look at them and say, how could you put me out there? So it's a very interesting situation. The other thing I heard recently was the idea that somehow, because he was a longtime family friend, that these were gifts from the Trump family. But even that causes problems because they were business deductions. And if they're gifts, obviously you can't take business deductions. So, I mean, it would be it's interesting to see where this argument is going.
So, Mr. Ackerman, I have less than a minute. I just want to get your over-under, your predictions. I know you said that just because someone's indicted doesn't mean they're going to flip. What do you think the chances are that Weisselberg himself will flip, or will he just be willing to face down living possibly the rest of his life behind bars?
I think there's a good chance he is not going to turn. I mean, I think if he feels as though the company is coming down on him and pointing the finger at him and letting him hang out to dry, then there's going to be a problem. But my sense is this is somebody that has been with Donald's father, has been with Donald all this time. He's been taken care of. His family's been taken care of. I've had just too many of these cases as a prosecutor where you always try and get somebody to turn. You hope that by bringing the pressure on, they'll do it. But there are people out there that just will not do it. There was Gordon Liddy in the Watergate case who refused to cooperate after he was indicted and convicted. I had another individual in a white-collar case who refused to cooperate, I think partly because it was his religious belief that he couldn't testify against anybody.
We will take your word at Mr. Ackerman, and we will see if he will flip or if he won't. Gary Casimir, thank you as well for joining us tonight. We'll be right back after this break.